Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. The cryptocurrency markets are having a little bit of a correction right now. As we can see, Ethereum is down roughly 18% on the week, Bitcoin is down roughly 13% on the week, and a lot of these cryptocurrencies used to be a lot higher. Bitcoin peaked out at around $52,000, Ethereum peaked out at around $4,000, Chainlink peaked out at around $40, and now all of these cryptos have crashed significantly from their highs. So a lot of people are worried right now, and a lot of people do expect us to be entering a long-term bear market. Now, I don't believe that to be the case, and in today's video I'm going to be explaining exactly what I believe is going to happen and why I believe it is going to happen. Anyway, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. Also, follow me on Twitter and join the Discord, the links are down below. So, in this video, I'm going to be focusing on two specific cryptocurrencies, which are, of course, Chainlink and Ethereum. If you watch the channel, you'll know that these are the cryptocurrencies that I'm the most focused on, and I have by far the biggest holdings in. Now, as we can see, Ethereum has had quite a big correction. Ethereum has corrected all the way from its highs up around $4,000 back down to the bull market support band at $2,750 or so. Now, this is a very substantial correction. As we can see, in the space of quite a short period of time, Ethereum's had a nice 30% correction. Now, in crypto, 30% corrections are generally pretty normal, and they're not too much to worry about. As we can see, Ethereum is touching the bull market support band right now, and the best case scenario is that Ethereum bounces off this bull market support band and continues to ride back up. This could be a very good sign, as it shows Ethereum has tested the bull market support band and it finally has room to move to the upside. Now, as we can see, Chainlink is doing a very similar thing to Ethereum right now, where we can see Chainlink has come down from around $40 per link token. Chainlink has unfortunately corrected a little bit harder, correcting about 40%, and it is hanging around the bull market support band. Right now it's a little bit low, however this could just be a wick, and hopefully Chainlink comes back up, tests the bull market support band and takes back off once again. This chart shows Ethereum over the macroeconomic scale. We can see what Ethereum's done over the past couple of years on a logarithmic scale, and a lot of people are quite worried off the recent dip, and I will show you why. Now, the first reason people are quite worried is, as we can see, back in 2017, Ethereum went all the way up to $1,400 or so. However, this was then followed by a 73% crash down to $400, which was then followed by a bounce back to around $800. Now, after this bounce back to around $800 for Ethereum, Ethereum then proceeded to crash roughly 90%. Ethereum then crashed 90%. As we can see, this year it looks very, very similar. Ethereum's gone up, it's broken its new all-time highs, it's gone to $4,200 or $4,300. It's corrected back, it's had a bounce back, and it could once again dump 90%. A lot of people are saying that this is going to happen. People are saying that this was a little bit of a fake out. Crypto went up a lot, however, it's ready to finally come back down and enter into a multi-year bear market. Now, I do believe this is extremely unlikely, and I believe this for a couple of distinct reasons. Now, the main reason that I do believe that crypto isn't going to correct anywhere near as hard is because, well, back in 2017, Ethereum was hardly used. Ethereum only had a few $100 million or a few $1 million locked in it. However, now Ethereum has around $80 billion locked in decentralized finance and $20 or so billion locked in other applications like gaming and a bunch of other stuff. Back in 2017, there weren't too many use cases for blockchain, and blockchain was highly speculative back then. Now, in my opinion, both Ethereum and Chainlink have very strong fundamentals, and I do think that this is going to make them completely resistant to a 90% drop. Now, Does this mean that I don't believe bear markets will happen? I definitely do believe bear markets will happen into the future, as bear markets happen in all markets. I do believe Ethereum and Chainlink will both drop 50% at some stage throughout their lifetimes, and they will have these bear markets. However, I do believe that there is an unbelievably low chance of cryptocurrency going for a 3-year bear market and dropping 90% again. I just don't see it at all. I think the fundamentals are too strong, and I still do believe, even when the price is dipping and being volatile, we are entering an adoption supercycle. Both Ethereum and Chainlink are getting tons and tons of adoption right now. We know that Chainlink is having hundreds of partnerships every single year, and Ethereum is getting more and more money locked in it, and more companies coming to use their smart contracts. So overall, I do believe that this isn't going to result into a major bear market whatsoever. In fact, we'll go through some of the probabilities of what is going to happen, because anyone telling you exactly what is going to happen is probably lying to you. Nobody knows what's exactly going to happen. Nobody can make an accurate price prediction. It's too difficult to predict the macro markets and predict time periods exactly. No one can do it, in my opinion, and you do need to just work off probabilities for what you think is going to happen. Now, in my opinion, the most likely probability is that we get a bounce off this bull market support band and once again come back up to break new all-time highs by the end of this year. Now, the reason I believe this is because generally September is a very poor month for cryptocurrency. However, the next couple of months tend to be very good. Now, I also do believe that we're not going to hit a top for this market cycle that soon. I do believe that Ethereum is going to continue to appreciate over 2022, 2023, and 2024, and I do believe Chainlink will follow with it. Now, the primary reason for this is because I do think we're entering an adoption supercycle. We're about to see hundreds of thousands of assets and companies come on-chain. Visa and MasterCard are already acquiring cryptocurrency businesses, and I do expect in the next 5 years, we're probably going to see tons of payment systems, tons of video game systems, and tons of decentralized finance all move on-chain. So I do expect an adoption supercycle, millions more users into cryptocurrency, and for it to continue to appreciate over the long term. I've spent quite a lot of time thinking about this, and I do think that there will be bear markets into the future. Crypto won't go up only, however, I definitely think these bear markets will be a lot shorter periods of time than they are right now. I think the adoption is going to be too strong, and this will make us more or less bear market resistance. So, as I said, I do expect that hopefully the most bullish scenario is that we bounce off this bull market support band and we continue upwards. Now, the next scenario that I do think is quite likely, and I definitely can see playing out, is that we go down a little bit more. What will happen, in my opinion, and this is probably likely, is that Ethereum will just drop a little bit, hang around sideways, hang around at the $2,000 range, and eventually go back up. As we can see, a couple of months ago, we were just trading around the bull market support band. We did it for a few months. We had a minor breakout, and I do believe that once again, we could come back to that bull market support band, continue trading in that range, and eventually break out. Maybe this time just wasn't our time, and it's time to continue trading sideways. This could happen for a few more months. Ethereum may not be that exciting, but that's a perfect time to accumulate, in my opinion. Now, I do believe that this scenario is also quite likely. So, the two scenarios that I can see happening right now is Ethereum bounces off and continues up, or Ethereum trades sideways for a few more months and continues up. I think these are the highest probability of happening based off historical data. Of course, we could just go directly up from here to $1 million per Ether in a couple of days. That is possible, or we could just drop to zero in a couple of days. That is possible. However, I think these outcomes are not probable whatsoever, and I think the most probable outcomes for this scenario are relatively clear. So I'm overall not that worried about this correction or this dip. I just see this as a buying opportunity. I want to continue to dollar cost average into some of my favorite cryptocurrencies, and it's good to get them at these low prices. I think it's important to put everything into context. At $21, Chainlink is worth roughly $9 billion. Now, $9 billion may seem like a lot, however, Chainlink Chainlink is the infrastructure which is supporting a wave of smart contracts. Smart contracts, in my opinion, will take over the entire world. Everything will eventually come on chain, everything will need to use smart contracts, and they will therefore need to use Chainlink. So while $10 billion does seem like a lot of money, I think it is tiny compared to the total addressable market of Chainlink. In my opinion, these cryptocurrencies really do have quite a long way to go. They're only just getting started and we are entering an adoption supercycle. Even Ethereum is valued at roughly $300 billion right now. $300 billion once again seems like a lot. However, if we're going to be building every single company, every single asset, and all of the world on chain, which I do believe is going to happen, $300 billion is actually tiny. And I don't want to make price predictions. I don't want to say Ethereum's going to be going to $20 million or something. I just want to say that overall, I do believe that we are in the early adopter phase still. I believe cryptocurrency is a very long way with adoption, and I think it's pretty clear to see which platforms are going to win. So if cryptocurrency drops more, I am going to be allocating more of my money to cryptocurrency accordingly. If it goes back into that low $2,000 range for Ethereum, and even back into the teens range for Chainlink, well, I'm not going to be worried whatsoever, and I'm going to continue dollar cost averaging in. Now, this may not work for you. This is a patient strategy, and if you want to use this strategy, you need to thoroughly research these cryptocurrencies, believe in them yourself, and decide if this is right for you, and if you have the patience to stomach 6 months of a downturn, which a lot of people in the crypto space surprisingly do not have the patience for. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We're coming up on 800 subscribers, and it would be much appreciated if you could help me get there. Also, join the Discord channel and follow me on Twitter. These two things are required of you right now, so do it. Thanks for watching the video.